Joan, thanks for coming in. If you can, in just 1 minute, tell us a little bit about yourself and why you're running.
I am running because I think we need more women, more Christians, and more regular people in office. I want to help give government back to the people by taking a poll of Oklahoma voters before I vote on any bill, and then vote with the majority. I think Oklahoma needs its first woman senator in Congress who will truly represent the people. So that's why I'm running.
All right, very simple there. You got to the point very quickly. So we'll move on to our questions now. As the U.S. ramps up operations against militants in Iraq and Syria, what do you think the role should be for our armed forces combating ISIS and other foreign terrorists?
Well, I don't agree with ramping up forces to fight the terrorists. You know, as a Christian nation, if we're supposed to be one, Jesus said, "Love your neighbor as yourself." So how is starting wars and killing people loving your neighbor? And that's the way I feel about it. You know, I think people are war weary, and they, you know, we need to take care of people at home, and we haven't been doing that enough. And so I think our role should be stay out of it unless we are legitimately attacked.
All right, our next question now. What plans do you have to address the federal budget deficits and the national debt?
Well, I think our military spending is just way out of control. And so I would like to reduce the number of national security agencies. I think we have 17 down to about 4, eliminate the drone program and the surveillance of all Americans using their cell phone. I think that would reduce our debt significantly.
And how would you ensure that Social Security and Medicare remain viable for future generations?
I was reading about this and recently, and I think they said that we could sustain Social Security for the next 75 years if we increase the amount taken out of a person's paycheck by 16% and reduced benefits by 13%. But I would like to see a balance of that. And so, like, take out 8% of a person's paycheck and reduce benefits by 7%, and that way people wouldn't feel the pinch so much. And I think they said in regard to Medicare that they needed a 51% reduction in program outlays.
All right, and our next question now. In light of the recent VA scandal, I'm sure you heard about it, it's all over the news. What reforms would you propose to guarantee that all veterans receive quality health care?
Well, I think measures need to be put in place so that they're seen within 48 hours, but I think that that was a directive from very high up, and I think ultimately you need to vote out career politicians who are wealthy, because I think that that's part of Agenda 21. It's population control, and it's all about deny, delay, deceive, do nothing. And so when you have politicians that have been in too long, I think that we need to take measures to get new people in there, mix it up.
All right, let's get through these next questions now. What steps should Congress take on immigration?
Well, I've always maintained that if a person, an immigrant, has been here for a number of years, and I don't know what that number is, but 5 to 6 years, whatever, they've been working hard, they haven't gotten in trouble with the authorities, they and their immediate families should be allowed to stay, and then the rest should be deported, and I think that's a compromise that would work.
All right, we've got about 1 more minute now and then one last question, so that works out. With congressional job approval ratings near historic lows, what would you do as a senator to win and maintain the trust of your constituents?
Well, again, I want to take a poll of Oklahoma voters before I vote on any bill, and then vote with the majority. If I have a reason to believe that the poll is not accurate, or if it's a 50-50, then I want to pick up the telephone and call 10 people and see if I can get majority. And then I want people to know that I'm representing them, I am a servant for them, and it's not about me.
All right, Joan Farr, candidate for U.S. Senate, thank you for coming in. That's all the time we have.
Thank you.